Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Kushal,
Hello,
Pavitra,
ma'am.
Anya, Dhruvi. Yes. Okay. Glad to have all of you here. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm Rashmi, and I've been a soft skills and life skills trainer for a long time now. I've been with Neve for quite some time. Okay. So, um, you all know why we are here today, right? Okay. So, how are you enjoying the rainy days?
Ma'am, we don't enjoy because we don't have schools.
Oh, so you're taking classes from home?
Yeah, ma'am. Online
Online
classes.
classes. So you're waiting to get back to your school.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. But how many of you can ride here?
Ma'am, I.
You can ride your bicycles, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. So how old are you? All of you? Ramya, how old are you? Okay, Pavitra?
Ma'am, my daughter is Roshni. She is 4.5 years.
Oh, okay, fine, fine. Right, right. Okay. Okay, so we have a mixed group here, right? So anybody
Ma'am, I just wanted to know whether it is for which group of class of kids.
um,
Whether it is from 4 to 6 or 4 to 10, how it is.
yes, ma'am, this is for seniors. This is a seniors group, but some of the kids who missed in the morning session are attending this.
Okay, okay.
So this actually you can get a flavor idea of how the classes will be. Then you can get to choose. Of course, the course is tailored according to the age group. So this you can get an idea from this session how the classes will be,
Sure.
the
Okay,
sessions
ma'am.
will be.
Thank you.
Okay, right. So hello Sindhu. Yes, welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hello. So is this for your kid that you're attending? How old is your
Yes,
kid?
yes. My kid is 12 years old.
Okay, fine. Maybe
Yeah.
have her here.
Yeah, she is here. Just a second.
Fine. Right. So, assuming that we all can ride a bicycle, right? How many of you can ride a bicycle, and how many of you actually ride bicycles? Maybe to school, or maybe for just a ride, casual ride around your house, or just to meet up your friend, catch up with your friends. So, how many of you do ride bicycles?
Ma'am, I.
Okay, Dhruvi can, Kushal can. Okay, good. Okay. So while you're riding, especially during this time when the roads are full of potholes and you're riding, so do you look for potholes or do you look for a nice road to ride?
Ma'am, nice.
Nice road, isn't it? But what happens is we always look at potholes just to avoid the pothole, correct? So you look at
Yes,
a
ma'am.
Yes,
pothole and
ma'am.
feel, oh, I should not hit that pothole. Correct? Have you ever done that?
Yes, ma'am, I have done.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah, and what happens most of the time in the
Ma'am, the
process?
water chips on our body, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly. And also, just in the thought of avoiding a pothole, we directly land up in a pothole. Has it happened to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so why it should not happen, right? See, we are trying to avoid a pothole, but we land up there. Why does it happen? Shouldn't happen that way. Have you ever thought about it?
No, ma'am.
No, you know why it happens? Because our entire focus is on the pothole. So, how to avoid the pothole? Instead of focusing on the pothole while you're riding, if you can focus on the road, you will obviously choose a better spot to ride and then you will not land up in a pothole. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so this has been my experience. So, when we think of our life, there are so many things that we focus on, and most of the times we actually worry about things. Okay, instead of, see, we have so many beautiful things. God has gifted us such a beautiful life. So we can ride, we can travel, we can do so many things. But sometimes what happens is we think too much, we get stressed, isn't it? and we get worried about small things. Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Is it possible for you to switch on the camera? I would definitely love to see all of you so we can connect better. Yes, great, Dhruvi. Kushal also?
What,
Uh,
ma'am?
yeah, can you switch on the camera so we can connect better? Otherwise, what happens is I'll be like teaching a blank
Yes,
screen.
ma'am.
Yes, Kushal, great to see you. Can I see Sindhu's daughter? Abhishek is also here. Okay, fine, great. Okay, now I would want all of you. Yes, yeah, I can see you now. Great. Okay. Uh, I want all of you to just close your eyes for a moment. Okay, close your eyes and think of something which disturbed you recently, which hurt you, which made you sad. Okay, think of it, but don't think of it. Try to avoid it. Do not think of something which made you sad. Do not think of something which hurt you. Do not think of something which, angered you. Okay, now keep your eyes closed only. Change the pattern. I'll tell you what to imagine now, what to think of. Think of something beautiful which happened to you of late. It could be a family trip, it could be a beautiful time which you spent with family, maybe eating out or taking a small walk, okay, enjoying the beautiful sunset, okay, or meeting up with your friends, catching up with your relatives, okay, or visiting a temple, okay, and something very nice, maybe sitting by the lakeside, something which you did recently and which made you happy. Okay. Yes, now we can all open our eyes. Yeah. So, two things we imagined, right? Two things we did just now. What was it? What was the first one we did?
Ma'am, we closed our
Okay. And did what? And thought of what the first time?
Ma'am, something which made us hurt.
Yeah, something which made us sad, which angered us or feel bad. And I told you not to think of it. Okay. But what happened? The moment I said don't think of it, your mind kept on going there. Did you notice? Your mind kept on visiting that bad incident, kind of, was
Yes,
replaying
ma'am.
the same, isn't it? And the moment I said, think of something pleasant and beautiful, your mind again went and thought of something nice. Okay. This is the power of mind. Actually, the mind itself doesn't know what is right and what is not for the well being of us. Okay. So we have to sometimes, not sometimes, always, we, keep feeding the mind. So the moment you say, do not, okay, when you have some stress or something which hurt you, and keep telling your mind, don't think of it, oh, let me not think about it, oh my god, I'm stressed, but I'll come out of it, I will not worry from today, I will not be stressed. The more you're telling yourself, the more you're telling your mind to think of it. It's a reverse psychology. Okay. So in simple ways, let me share something with you. This will help us to understand better. Okay. Yeah. What do you see in the image?
Ma'am, heart and
Correct. So what do you understand by that?
ma'am, we see art of mind. I guess like
Mom,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sitting.
And and also the balance of your intellect and emotions, which can happen only
Mama,
when we
I'm
try to
sitting and
control.
holding a heart and a brain, and sun is
Can you hold it like that?
reflecting on him.
Can you hold your heart and mind like that in your hands? Not possible, right? But definitely we can control our emotions and intellect. We can balance them for the better well being. Okay. So let's see what happens when we try to control our mind, okay, and we are unable to do it. So, what happens when we are unable to control our mind? There's lack of confidence, loss of trust, madness, damage to oneself, family, and society, depression, stress, hypertension, dangerous diseases, weakened determination. Finally, put together, it's a loss of one precious opportunity which God has given us, right? So, this life is a beautiful gift. Yes or no? You all agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Okay. So, put together, when we are unable to control the mind, basically, it's another way of saying that we have lost the beautiful opportunity called life. Okay. So, what is in our hand? Let us see this. There's something called Arishadvarga. Okay. Arishadvarga means the six enemies that are there inside our minds. Okay. So, Kama, Krodha, Lobha,
Yes,
Moha,
my
Mada,
Mama.
have you heard of these words?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay, fine. So these words actually are the enemies that are present already there in us. Okay. In other words, in English, we call them excessive desire, anger, attachment, greed, pride, jealousy. Little bit of all these things, fine. Okay, it's that's what makes us human, right? So little bit of jealousy, little bit of pride or anger, these things are fine. But the problem arises when these things cross a certain limit. Okay, then what happens is we lose the control of mind. Okay, the more we practice peace and satisfaction, the more positive we can be. You all agree with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. All right. So, what are the how do we control mind? Can anybody answer me? Is there a concept called control of mind? If
Mom,
yes, how do we? Yes, Kushal.
we should do meditation.
Wow, very nice. Kushal, you're just 10 years old and you're speaking like wow. Amazing. Okay. Yes. Anybody else?
Ma'am, I think, ma'am, the more we think, ma'am, as you said about the hurting incident, the more we were thinking about the incident, and the more you were saying to ignore it, the more we were thinking about it. So,
Yes.
problem, the stress, and the more and the more we think about it.
Right, right. Yes. Good answer. Yes, Dhruvi. Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else would like to answer? I'm getting some very good points. Very happy. Ramya, Pavitra, Sindhu, you can also try. There's no right or wrong, so you're most welcome to give in your answers.
Mama, when we think bad things, if it is causing our mind, we should think happy things.
Very nice. Yes. So, in simple words, you just divert your mind, right? Some of the things that we could do to control our mind is to pursue a hobby. Okay, it could be learning music. Anybody who is learning any anybody who is pursuing any hobby here? It could be art, music.
My child is actually,
Ma'am, I'm
she's
trying
from
to
past
learn.
6 months, she's taking Sangeeta classes now.
At that age, very good.
Yeah, actually she started from 3 years, but because of lockdown, she was not able to take continuously. From past 8 months, I'm making her attend now.
Is she learning music?
Yes, ma'am. Along with
So how,
I mean like any stotras and all those things will be there. No, those things also she's teaching.
very good thought, Pavitra. At this age, they say that, whatever they learn, remains for a long time. And you can also see the transformation in a child when they pick up something at a very young age. So, they focus. So they learn to handle their lives better. So one way is also pursuing a hobby. It could be music, art, dance. There's so many things. Yes, Dhruvi, you also wanted to say something.
I was that because art makes me happy. Doing artwork.
You can switch off your camera. I think there's some technical glitch in your audio. I'm unable to hear you.
Can you hear me now, ma'am?
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, I was saying that art makes me happy, so I'm learning art from past 2 months, ma'am. I started to learn it.
Okay. So do you find any change before and after?
Before, like, before learning very desire, a strong desire, and I was not calm. In any decision, it was like a hasty decision, ma'am. I was not like thinking very deeply about something. And when I started learning art, past 2 3 days, yeah, it was very interesting. Now, also it is interesting, ma'am. But then I started to feel very calm, and whenever I started to do drawing, it makes me feel happy. I am free of all the tensions and desires which I want. I'm like, it's just art and me. I don't think about anything.
Very nice. Very nice. So it's kind of therapeutic, right? It's kind of healing. And, you
Yes,
don't have time to actually feel sad when you pursue a hobby, right? So
yes,
that's the
ma'am.
best way of engaging our mind because, as I said, the mind doesn't know what is right, what is not. It doesn't even know how to engage itself. So it's always very important to guide a mind to be engaged in the right thing. Okay. So whenever you feel low, the best thing is to, of course, we all have different ways of dealing with certain things. Okay. We all have different ways of controlling our mind. Some people prefer pursuing a hobby. Some people like to sing when they're upset. Some people, including me, I love to listen to sad songs, like Kishore Kumar and Rafi and PB Srinivas of Kannada. Somehow it's very strange that listening to sad songs actually make you feel better. I think it's kind of therapy. I don't know the science behind it, but we do actually feel better after that. So we all have different ways of controlling our mind. Some people talk it out with their best friend or relative who is trustworthy, so they pour it out. So what happens is they actually feel better. Okay, so there are many many ways. Some people, actually, if you have seen some seniors, okay, they visit temples, they attend discourses, they attend Bhagavad Gita classes, they attend bhajans. So these are some of the ways that some people actually try to control mind. Some people also pursue higher education, okay, just so that they can have a sense of achievement. Actually, having a sense of achievement to try to achieve something is also one way of guiding your mind to do something better. Okay, controlling sometimes could be difficult for the mind. Okay, so sublimating your mind to take up, to engage. Okay, do you all agree that idle mind is a devil's workshop? You all agree? There's a
Yes,
statement.
ma'am.
Yeah. So why do you think so, Pavitra? Why
Because
do
we
you
get
think?
all kinds of nonsense things to our mind, which is not at all necessary for our life. So if we sit idle or something, all kinds of thoughts like which is not related, it will come to our mind.
Absolutely, you're right. You're right on the track. See, whenever we are idle, we are not doing anything. We are not engaging our mind. things which are unnecessary, unwanted, which are hazardous, these things also we start entertaining, things which don't exist actually. We revisit past many times, some situation, some incident which happened and which hurt us, we try to revisit because we have so much time. Okay, but when you're busy, you don't have time. Yeah. So the best way to guide your mind, control your mind, is to keep it engaged. You agree with that, all of you? Yeah. So Pavitra, how do you engage yourself in a day? How does your day look like?
Ma'am, I'm completely busy taking care of two kids, and I'm practicing my CA profession, and I'm taking care of home. So all the three things is I'm like completely busy from morning to evening,
Fact.
ma'am.
So there
So
is no concept as a weekend for you, right?
weekend, like I actually am outside, but still I don't want to miss the class. So I was just see how it works for my child. So I
Mm.
just wanted to take the demo classes.
So your work week looks like Monday to Monday, not Monday to Friday, right?
No, actually, I'm practicing now. So whenever I'm free, I will go for work. When the kids require my attention,
Mm.
then I have to, because online classes I have to sit with her and I
Yes.
have to teach her. And like my small kid is 1.5 year old,
Uh,
so I have to take care of him. So it is completely, totally, completely busy now.
so
There's
you
no
have you have
free time
become
for
a
me.
kid all over again, attending the
Yeah.
classes with her.
No, actually, even I wanted to know about the Bhagavad Gita so that it will help me and my daughters both.
Mm,
So
mm,
I had this in mind from past 6 months.
mm.
So when someone advertised in WhatsApp group, like I told, like okay, let me take one demo class and see how it works. And like if it works, then we'll take for some sessions.
Mm. That's very interesting, Pavitra, because Bhagavad Gita, people say that it happened in history between two people. It's not only limited to Krishna and Arjuna, which happened in some part time of our history. It is so relevant even today. So it's very interesting that you are interested to know more about it. Yes, Dhruvi, how does your day look like? Are you completely busy? Do you keep yourself busy?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, I wanted to ask you a doubt that is
Sure.
deep thinking wrong or right, ma'am? When we think
Sorry?
about something, ma'am, like when we think about something for a very long time, ma'am, is it wrong or right, ma'am?
Uh, it depends on the situation, Dhruvi. So, which situation are you talking about? Is it something which happened in the past, some bad incident which is not pleasant? Are you talking about that? Or are you talking about some trip or some tour that you took with your family? What are you talking about?
Ma'am, like something which happened in past and it has disturbed us very badly.
Ah, okay, fine. See, what happens is, Dhruvi, when something's unpleasant happen in the past, it's we start when we give too much time to something which happened in the past, many things we start connecting. Okay, so we start connecting things which didn't even happen. Okay, so when we start thinking, we start connecting people who are also not connected to the issue at all. So again, all that bitterness comes back. So anything which disturbed you, the more time you spend on that, again you're eliciting more unpleasant emotions inside you. So what happens? You're again disturbed. So you're actually giving time to be sad for many, many number of times. Every time you revisit your unpleasant past, you're replaying it in your mind and unknowingly you are eliciting that kind of emotions. So what happens? You tell me. You feel happy about it or not?
No, ma'am, we feel very bad.
You feel obviously because that is the energy you are thinking, you're spending time. So anything you give time, energy, it becomes strong, it becomes strengthened. So you give time to something unpleasant, it becomes strong. You're strengthening those emotions. So when you look at actually when you study about people who are depressed for a long time, you will understand that they give a lot of time revisiting their unpleasant moments. They don't want to let go, they don't want to forgive, they want to hold on to something which affected them. Okay, so better to do is just move on, let it go, remove it from your mind, big heart. Otherwise it becomes toxic, it grows inside. So researchers have said that cancer is the product, the byproduct of your thoughts, your mind. It doesn't appear out of nowhere. So every disease is the manifestation of your mind. Okay, so when we have option of thinking something nice, why can't we do it? Why do we choose to go back to something which hurt us? And most of the time mind tries to play a beautiful game. It keeps telling you she, troubled you, he troubled you, she actually wanted to hurt you. All those unnecessary unimportant things creep up, which actually in reality wouldn't have probably happened. It's our mind which is actually painting and coloring the whole incident again and again, and which is making us difficult to let it go. So what do you think, Dhruvi, we should do? Is it right or wrong to
Mm,
revisit your unpleasant past?
ma'am, it's wrong, ma'am. But some people like, ma'am, when they think about their past, they become happy and it helps them to heal their present, ma'am. How does this happen, ma'am?
Yeah, it depends on the situation, as I said. If there was a lesson in the entire incident, definitely it helps you. It heals us. It takes us ahead. It tells you, this is where we went wrong, this is where we went right. So thinking from a positive note is fine. But if you are thinking from an angle where you're carrying a lot of remorse, if you're carrying something which was unpleasant, then probably it will affect you more. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Yes, Sindhu. May I know how your daughter spends the entire day? How she's engaged?
Actually, she's pretty busy, ma'am. Actually, she studies and she's into music and she's always into singing those things and enjoying by herself. But only issue is with her confidence. That
Ah,
always gets lagging out.
yes,
So
yes,
we are concerned only about that.
mm,
Otherwise, she's pretty fine in everything.
yes, ma'am. I understand. Actually, confidence is also an issue which actually there is nothing called low confidence. It's we who fuel the thought of low confidence. It
Yeah,
is
yeah,
our
yeah.
own thoughts which are
So
being
true.
projected.
That's so true. Even we were discussing recently about that only. Like
Uh,
building in confidence, losing confidence, that is really not a matter. It is only about what we say our mind and how it reacts to us.
True, ma'am. Actually, I was in the same boat, so I can tell you, I also used to feel low. Then I told myself, it's my own thought. Nobody's actually judging me. Nobody's telling me, you're not good, you're that, this. No, it's my own thought which is stopping me from performing something. So when I realized that, I broke out of that. So that was really, good. I'm happy you're sharing a lot of things. Yes, Vasu, would you like to say something?
No, ma'am. Just now I joined.
Ah, okay, okay, fine. We were talking about how we are utilizing our day, how engaged are we? Because they say idle mind is a devil's workshop. You agree with that?
Yes, it's true.
It's true. So, do you believe in engaging your mind?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't engage your mind, if you don't control your mind, what happens?
Mm. We will get so many unwanted thoughts, wasting time, everything it goes on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Have you experienced anything like that before?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. That's why, it's very important to mold ourselves from a very young age. That's why if you look at musicians, if you look at scholars, if you look at people who achieve, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a repeated practice of set of good things, set of good habits, set of good hobbies, set of good principles, set of good disciplines. So only when we do all that can we control our mind. Okay. Actually, there is no such thing as motivation, because motivation, we are not always motivated to control our mind to do great things. Instead, if we can chart out our schedule, okay, our mind can be focused. If we can be disciplined, if we can tell our mind that I'm going to do this at this time, that is the best suggestion or solution that we can give our mind. Because as we discussed, mind itself cannot take decisions, or mind itself doesn't know what is good, what is not. So it is we who has to guide the mind. Okay, we here refers to the soul. All of us are souls, right? So it's a combination. Our soul is a combination of our mind, our emotions, intellect, okay, thoughts, everything put together. So when we can align all this mind, body, soul, when all these are aligned in a proper channel, that's when we can achieve bigger things. Okay, right.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, anybody who has anything to say?
I would like to know how the continuation of this process would be like, ma'am. Like you, I have adopted for the value stories now. So, how will you be proceeding with this for the classes or something?
Ma'am, we have Mr. Manju Kiran who is here with us in the meeting today. He will take over after this session. So he'll be with you. You'll be in the meeting. He'll clarify your questions.
Sure, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So is there anybody who would like to say anything?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ruby?
Ma'am, you said, no, ma'am, in the PPT, in the presentation that when when we cannot control our mind, these things happen. So, ma'am, how we can it's the best way that we can make understand our mind that which is good and which is bad, ma'am.
It's very simple, Dhruvi. You're right. Our mind doesn't know what is right, what is wrong. So whenever you're doing a certain action, whenever you're thinking something, okay, does it make you happy? Does it give you a sense of satisfaction? Does it make you feel that you're aligned with the entire creation? Because we are here not only for us, we are here for ourselves, for our family, and for the entire world. In other words, simple ways, you need to have a dream for yourself, you need to have a dream for your family, you need to have a dream for the entire world. So, whenever you're thinking of something, is this thought that I have on my mind right now, is it helping me, my people, my family, and the entire world in general? Or is it affecting them in a not so good way? So ask certain set of questions to yourself. Okay, does it make you feel happy? Does it do you feel healed? Okay, do you feel connected? Do you feel a sense of contributing back to the world? If your answers are yes, then your thoughts, your guidance is right to the mind. But if you start feeling low, if you start feeling depressed, if you start feeling that, oh my god, I cannot achieve anything, if you start feeling low about yourself, then the thoughts that you're carrying are not good for your mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Dhruvi, I hope I have answered you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Anybody?
I would like to ask another thing, ma'am. There is certain conceptions in nowadays kids,
Mm,
like the criticism or bullying being happening.
mm, mm.
So, how should they handle such situations coming up?
Are you talking about bullying, abuse?
Not bullying, abuse. They feel they might criticize. Somebody might criticize for our work, or
Mm,
somebody might not appreciate, or
mm.
acceptance of failures. How that should be carried, everything like that.
Yes, ma'am. First thing, we should tell ourselves that we are doing certain things for the benefit of everyone or the benefit of an individual, for myself or for the world. So, we should always carry in mind that I need not get approval from anybody. If you have seen the great people of the world, they were always ahead of their times and they never got the approval from the other people. They were always criticized. Okay, so this world is like that. Okay, it is not wrong, it is just different. Okay, so the more criticism we get, they are the stepping stones. Okay, so there should be somebody to tell us, that you're doing wrong. Okay, maybe you can do better. Okay, that is one kind of criticism which is helpful. Okay, usually that kind of criticism comes from parents and comes from best friends and comes from people, teachers, and people who are really concerned about our growth. But there is another kind of criticism which is actually, as you said, kind of bullying, and some people just want to pull us down. That is the intention. So you need to know the differentiation. Is it your family and your best friend who is criticizing you and guiding you to something better? If yes, take it. If it is something which is coming from people who want to pull you down, then take it with a pinch of salt, okay? And just carry on with your work. And also tell yourself you don't need any certificate or approval from anybody for a good job, for something good that you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank
Very well said. Thank you so much.
you. Thank you, Sidhu.
Mom, I have one question. Like my daughter always says I'm bored. Like how much ever for the moment she's done with one game, like she'll say I'm bored. I want something else to do.
Hmm.
Like to make her to answer her questions, it's where I'm feeling very difficult. How to what like tell when convey her that like we should not tell. She's always I'm bored, mama. I'm bored. Like bored. Like the way
I'm bored.
yes,
ನಂಗೆ ಬೋರ್
all the
ಆಗ್ತಾ
time.
ಇದೆ.
Like how much ever she's busy, she'll be doing some work. She'll say I'm bored.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
how to deal with that situation now? Like because I don't know how to what to tell her. And to make them kids busy throughout the day is very difficult for me. So
One thing is, yes,
she's the one. Oh,
very pretty one.
hi,
Hello.
hi, ma'am.
I know. What's your name?
Roshni.
Uh,
What's your name?
Roshni, where have you hidden in the raining days? Please come out. Okay. Yes, Roshni. I'm sure your
So,
mother.
one second, ma'am. One second. One second.
Yes,
My Bluetooth got disconnected. Yeah, fine.
no problem. Yes.
Sorry, ma'am.
One thing is, Pavitra, I think we should all pat our back because, when we were at that age, we didn't know what boring was. And we knew how to handle boredom. We used to be happily bored, but we never complained. Okay. So that is one thing. But on a serious note, at that age, okay, when children are very, very small, wherein they don't even understand the concept of you have to engage your mind, you have to do better things, and all that, those lectures won't help them. They're at that age, they are the best because they're natural. Okay, they are what they show what they are, so they don't pretend. So obviously, when they say they are bored, they are bored. Okay, so how you can engage them is at that age, you have to go on giving them instructions back to back. You have to treat them like maybe a robo. I'm not saying in literal sense, but when you actually go on giving them instructions, they'll only do that. You tell them, you make things look like a game. For example, you wash your clothes, right? So you tell them, okay, now the game of washing has started. My washing is done. Help me dry the clothes. So you give her the instruction of getting the clothes for her, and you tell her you have to, okay, shake the clothes before drying. So she will do it very well, better than you actually. Okay, so you finish the work. So your work is done. She's engaged. She's not bored. Go to the next game. Tell her that life, all the events, incidents, everything is a game that is happening. Okay, so cleaning the house game has just begun. Let us see who can clean the most. Okay, who can pick up things more. Okay, let me see how many things you can pick up from ground. So everything should look like an instruction, but she should know that, kind of we are enjoying. So at that age, they will not understand big things. So make it kind of an instruction oriented. So when you start giving them instructions, they know, okay, I'm cleaning the house, I'm, helping my mother, but they enjoy also. Because if you actually look at it, children don't like to be treated as children. They feel they're adults and they can do anything. So why not give it to them? The work that you are doing, let them do it their way. Okay, let us not judge or criticize because they're too small, but at least they're helping, they're involved with you, they're busy with you. That is a big thing for them.
Yes, thanks, ma'am. Thank you for your
Thank you so much.
valuable inputs. I just like
Thank you so much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Because actually, as this like from past 1.5 years, everything is online. Like
Hmm,
online, usually they'll take weekly 3 days, half an hour or so,
hmm,
and like later complete days, we should give them an activities and keep them busy.
hmm.
That has become a very difficult task for all the mothers.
Yes, yes, I totally agree with that. So what you do is just give them an outline as to how to do it. Okay, let them do it their way because at that age, I'm sure even the teachers don't judge that the child has not done well. No, the child's creativity, whatever is there, whatever the child thinks in her way, because her world is different, your world is different. You have seen things from a better perspective. Okay, but let me tell you, the child's view, the vision are the best because they see the world from a different lens altogether. So let her put whatever she feels about life on paper and let her submit the way it is. There's no right or wrong. I'm sure the teachers also won't judge about it. Yeah, right. Thank you so much. Okay, so it was really wonderful meeting all of you, and I'm happy that all of you spoke. That was the best part today. I enjoyed interacting with all of you. Yes, Vanita ma'am, Yadushaila ma'am, is there anything, or can we wind up? I'll allow Manju Kiran sir
Yeah,
to
I
take.
will take up the next
Sure,
part of it.
sure,
Yeah,
sure.
thank you, Rashmi ma'am.
Thank you so much. Yes, Manju sir, over to you.
Sure, ma'am. Hi, everybody. This is Manju Kiran. Ma'am, thanks a lot for the wonderful session. Um, Even I had a lot of things to learn from this session.
Thank you
I
so
was
much.
here waiting for my turn to actually talk about the registrations, but this was very interactive. And in fact, I dropped a line to Yadushila ma'am right now. This session is amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
So I will share my screen. I will be creating the registration opportunity. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. See, these courses are basically done by NAVE. This is a unit of ISKCON Bangalore. Okay. And these courses are available on the Helium platform. Okay. So the parents or kids who have joined, which school is the kid from? Can you just shout out the school that you're from?
NPS Kengiri, sir.
NPS Kengeri. Okay.
My
Yes,
daughter is in Nazar's Girls High School, Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. Dhruvi Patel. What were you saying?
with Sanskar of institutions.
Dhruvi Patel. Vidya Sanskar. Okay. Sindhu Rani ma'am, what about your kid?
She's from Sherwood High, Hulimo, Banaras.
Sherwood High.
Yeah, yeah.
Sherwood High. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Sherwood.
So in fact, Sherwood High, we are in talks with them to have a ERP solution in that school.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So with some of our schools that we are partnered with Vidya Sanskar, for example, our Helium platform is available right from within the school element platform itself. Okay. So, anyways, three of them are from a different school, which we are not partnered with, but that's okay. So, Helium Academy, this is basically a continuous learning platform. You find the courses, you register the kids for the courses, and they complete and get certified. Right? So, essentially, this is what you do in the kids. So, if you have the school element application used by the school, you will have Helium right there itself as a new tab, and then you will be able to select the courses, join the courses from within your school element application itself. But this will apply to Dhruvi Patel. But if you are from a school which is not our partner, you will be getting a Helium Academy application. So that we will be providing you. You will have the same interface. So on the desktop side or the laptop, you will be seeing this way. So all these courses that ma'am is talking about, the value-based course for the seniors and basically for all the three age groups is available on this platform. Okay. And as an introductory offer from the platform perspective, we are giving away these courses at a very reduced price, reduced cost. It's the best cost in the market right now. So apart from the value-based courses, stories, you also have Gita Quest. But right now, let us look at value-based stories. There are three age groups. 4 to 9 is the junior, 10 to 12 is intermediate, and 13 to 17. Essentially, 13 and above you can consider as the senior course. So the market price is around 2,400. That's our estimate. As an introductory offer, we are giving this course for 1,800. The course will be for 8 weeks, and you will have 2 sessions every week. It will be on a Saturday and Sunday. Right. On a Saturday, the timings are not correct here. What you're seeing is not correct. So on a Saturday, it will be in the evening. On Sunday, it will be either in the morning or in the evening. Okay. So for the junior and intermediate, it will be in the morning. For the seniors, it will be in the evening. So Sunday, it will be either in the morning or in the evening. But Saturdays, it will be in the evening. Okay. So this is the course. This is the value-based course is the one that we were basically talking about. There are a few other courses. If you are interested for your kids or for others that you know, you could definitely share this information. But this is for a different. This is basically a different course. Okay. So how do you register right now? So for Dhruvi Patel, it will be easy for you. All you need to do is go onto your School Element app, and from there itself you can register to this course. So for the others, this is the link. I'll be pasting this link in the chat. Just give me a minute. I'll just do that right away. Okay, I've put the link in the chat window. This is the link you have to go through. All you need to do is enter a few information, and you will get an email with your username and password. So you can use that username and password. You can go to the web interface or the mobile application, and you can register for that course according to the age group that you're looking for. So these are the two ways of registering. Since you have dropped your information in Google Forms, we will also send you these details as a WhatsApp message or on your email. Okay. So if any questions, please let me know. So that's it from my end.
Sir, it is this for 8 sessions? This amount is for 8 sessions?
This amount is for all the 16 sessions.
So 8 weeks, correct?
8 weeks, yes.
8 weeks, 16 sessions, and it is actually for my kid, it is value-based stories, right? So
Yeah.
can I have the demo of like how it will be there, sir? Like whether she will sit for the class, and like we can make them sit to for 1 hour in a day, so that's okay. But how is it like directed to the kids? Like how the class is going to be?
Yeah, I'll add something, and then maybe I will have Rashmi ma'am or Yadu Shaila ma'am talk about it. So today morning we had a session for the kids, for the younger kids. We have recorded the session, and we will be adding that session in the same platform. So, and we will also be sharing the link as well. So you can go through the recording and get a idea of how the class will be. So that said, Shaila ma'am, Rashmi ma'am, or Vanita ma'am, anything you want to add?
Maybe the recording will give a hands-on, ma'am, to you, because you missed the morning session, because that was for the juniors actually. And your child is, say, what age is your child? Sorry, one second.
Ma'am, 4.5, ma'am.
4.5. So
Yeah.
basically the 1 hour session will include it will include stories based on value. So these stories will be either from the Vedic or even the modern stories, and it will have an activity. We will have video based on the value. So everything will revolve around the value, and it will be a very interactive and interesting session for children. So they will love the session because we have all these ingredients in it. So if you will have a look at the recording, you will get more information.
Is it one-on-one, ma'am? No.
It is one-on-one in the sense in a class. I mean, it's an online
Okay, it's a group
live
class.
session.
Okay.
It's a live
Session.
session. It's
But
not a
it is
recording.
not only the playing the recorded videos, right?
No. It's a live session now, like how you had now. It's like an online
Okay.
class, like a regular class. So the
Okay,
number of
fine.
children it varies. The maximum we may have in a class, say, will be, say, 35. I mean, depends on the batch, filling up of the batch. So it varies. So we will have a one-on-one session with the child, of course. It's not a recorded session. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Okay, so that's it from my side, ma'am. Over to you, Rashmi, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Yadushala, ma'am?
Yes, Rashmi.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think it was a wonderful session. It was more like a parent workshop for me rather than a child's and senior session. But it was too informative and very nice.
thank
And
you, ma'am.
I would, I think all our sessions for seniors, I would just like to say to the parents who are here with children of the age category of 13 and above, that we have picked topics in the value-based stories based on more of life skills as well. So this art of mind control topic also is a life skill, as you all know. So it is combination of values and life skill for that age group of children, which will help them to make choices better in their lives. So I'm sure each and every session will be an eye opener for the children. So please encourage your child, and I mean, they will love these weekend sessions because we've been getting very good feedbacks from all the years when what we've been conducting our sessions. So please look into this, and if you kindly enroll your children, is what I request. So thank you once again, Manjukiran sir and Rashmi,
Thank
for
you, ma'am.
and conducting all of these sessions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank
Maybe
you, ma'am.
wind up
Thank
the
you.
call.
Thank you, teachers.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
all. Thank you so much.